Hey, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. Today we welcome the lovely Jessie from Ankor to the channel. How are you doing today, Jessie?
Hi, I'm doing great. How about you, Tori?
I'm doing really well. I'm really excited for this chat because ever since the first time I've heard you and obviously gone through the different chapters that you guys have released, I've wanted to sit down and have this talk with you. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. But first, because I am also a Brit who doesn't live in England anymore, the band is based in Catalonia, Spain, but you yourself are from Bristol. How did you yourself end up being in Spain?
Actually, the funny thing is, I always like when I read like Jessie Williams from Bristol. I left Bristol when I was like 3 years old,
Oh,
and the
okay.
funny thing is, I've never ever been back to Bristol because I have no family in Bristol. My family are basically in Oxford, and then Southampton, more to the south. But I never go to Bristol. So when people tell me, I've been to Bristol, it's a great city, it's like, oh, great. Like,
Yeah.
let me know for when I go. But yeah, I moved to Barcelona when I was just 3 years old. So basically, I was raised in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
I love Barcelona. But it's true that almost all of my family lives in the UK.
Yeah, it's the same over here. I like all of my family apart from my sister are all still up north in near Manchester area. So,
Mhm.
but it's weird how because I literally thought you might have moved in your late teens, early 20s or something like that. But no, you've lived there pretty much all of your life.
Oh, yep. Yep. Mhm.
So the band Ankor, you pull from so many different genres of music. You've got your metal, obviously, then you've got more pop and dance elements. How would you personally describe the band's sound?
Someone described it to me not long ago as like pop metal, and I
Mm-hmm.
really, really liked that because a genre that I really like is pop. I listen to all sorts of music, and I know a lot of people say that, but it's actually true. We listen to soundtracks, we listen to Asian music, metal, pop, all sorts of music. So I guess all those influences mix into our music as well, of course. And that's Ankor, basically. I don't like describing it as one thing because we like mixing all the things we like into one little bottle, which is our music. So one song like Venom, for example, our latest single could be like a very hard song, and then we could release something very poppy.
Mm-hmm.
We really have no barriers. We really don't mind like what people are going to say about us. We just do what we like, and I think a lot of people connect to that too.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I definitely do because I am like you. I listen to pretty much anything. I love movie scores, instrumental stuff, heavy metal, but also the more poppy. And obviously, growing up in England myself, there was that very drum and bass, dance, trance scene in the early 90s, early 2000s, you know. So I think it's a great idea to pull from different influences, especially because music is such a big thing in itself. Why stick yourself in a little box?
True, exactly. I think exactly the same thing.
So your latest releases obviously have revolved around this continuous storyline. What inspired you to go this route with these singles?
Well, we started with Prisoner. We wrote the song, and the idea wasn't 100% clear by then. So we wrote this song, and then we sort of found a concept, and we thought, okay. Oh, sorry, a cat just jumped on my lap. I'm a crazy cat lady over here.
Me too.
Um, Good. And we decided to do this storyline and address a topic like it's mental issues, mental illnesses, or even the stages of grief, depending how you look at it as well. So we decided to start with chapter 2 to make it a bit more different. We went all Star Wars there, and then the story that it wasn't entirely decided when we started. It's kind of like progressed with us, and
Mm-hmm.
we've written it with each song, and we've decided what was going to happen with each song we've written. So it was like an open book for us as well. We weren't sure how this story was going to end. So it's been a very, very cool process. We've enjoyed it a lot. And it's something that we'll probably do again, because it's a lot more fun to write music this way. And if it tells a story and you have music videos for it, it's obviously easier to send the message and for people to receive that message and understand it. So yeah, it's been great. I loved it.
That pretty much answers my reasoning behind why you guys released them in like a different order than like 1 to 5 and how you've released them. Like obviously you started with chapter 2 and then you went somewhere else, and I was like, why are they doing it this way? But that perfectly explains it.
Yeah, it's basically because we weren't sure how the story was going to start, basically. So there you go.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good way of doing it, because, you know, as your music comes out, and you're going to obviously find different ideas and pull from different things as you grow with the band yourself. So it's nice to not have something just set in stone and you're like, we're sticking to this. It's nice to be able to grow and evolve that with everything that's coming out. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
What
Also,
was
I think when, oh, sorry, I was going to
No.
say as well, when something is written in stone, like it has to be this way, I think it cuts your creativity as well a little bit. And to have it open this way has allowed us freely to write the songs we wanted to write and the lyrics, and make exactly the music we wanted to.
Yeah, I was gonna ask like what that writing creative process was for you in the band.
Normally, I would say David, our guitar player, is the main writer and composer in the band. He has amazing ideas. He's so talented. Even with the videos, because he makes our music videos too. It's crazy. He'll start writing these ideas, and then we'll all just listen to it and think, okay, what does it make us feel? How do we feel listening to this? And then normally I will write lyrics. Sometimes Fito, our other guitar player as well, helps us because he's amazing. He is very, very creative. But yeah, I think it's different with each song. Sometimes I'll just write lyrics if I'm inspired. Normally it's when I'm sad. If I'm having like low days, then it's easier for me to write lyrics, and then I'll use them for a song that we write. Or sometimes the music comes first and then we just put lyrics to it. It depends.
Yeah, I think a lot of people write from sadness and from grief because it's a good way to get that out of your system.
Yeah, totally. In my case, and I think a lot of other people, it's healing as well. It makes you understand your feelings better. It helps you cope with how you're feeling. Sometimes it's difficult to understand how we're feeling. I mean, it's easy, obviously, okay, I'm sad, but it's not just sadness. There are so many different aspects of it and stages, and putting it into a song and writing lyrics to it definitely helps to understand how one is feeling, at least in my case. I was an emo kid. I mean, so yeah.
Same.
There you go. We're sad kids.
Yeah. So that leads me perfectly onto my next question. What song do you think was the most challenging for you to write, or even to perhaps lend your vocals to, out of the chapters? Oblivion?
Yeah, I think Oblivion was hard. I had Fito's help with Oblivion, for example. He helped me out a lot with the lyrics. When David wrote the music for Oblivion, the first time I listened to it, for example, I clearly knew what it was going to be about. I lost my dad, for example, 4 years ago, sadly to suicide. And when I heard this song, is that this is what it has to be about. I just feel it in me. So it was quite challenging to write, but at the same time, the lyrics just came out. So it was difficult and easy. But nowadays, sometimes when I sing this song, I still cry. It still gets me very, very emotional. So I would say it's the most challenging song out of them all.
And that's probably one of my favorites, just because of
No.
the emotion that you guys put into it. Like you can, with all of your songs from all of these chapters, that is one thing that I love about your band and your vocals specifically, is that emotion. You truly sell it, and that's what I need personally to connect. Is that deep emotion and just that feeling of you're not alone in what you're feeling, and it's okay to have those feelings.
Yeah. Thank you about that. And yes, I agree. I'm exactly the same. When I listen to music, it's that what gets to me really is the emotion put into the songs and the lyrics. And one thing I love, well, you probably know already, I love watching reaction videos to our songs. We're all big fans of watching reaction videos. Um, and my favorite reaction videos to watch of our songs were all Oblivion,
Hmm.
because I saw people crying to Oblivion, people I don't even know, and
Hmm.
people connecting to the song, crying, getting goosebumps. And just knowing that a song that we've written can get, like, can make people feel so much is crazy. It's overwhelming. It really is. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's one thing I also love about you guys, is how interactive you are with your fan base and also the reaction scene. I see you whenever I go and watch another reactors channel to see how they feel about the song, and I see you guys in the comments. I'm like, it's so awesome.
Yeah, we love them. Even my mum. My mum's a crazy, crazy fan of reaction videos. She's amazing. We did, in the last tour, there was this show in London, and a couple of reactors came to the show. And my mum, that she flew from Barcelona, and my aunt as
Uh-huh.
well, who lives in the UK, they came to the show and they're, I know you. You reacted to my daughter's video. I'm like, God, yes.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That makes me wish I still lived over there so I could have come, because I
Oh,
know.
my mum loves you. She really does.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well,
She watches all of
tell her
yours.
I said hello,
I
and
will.
I appreciate her. And I know you've had so many requests for coming to the USA, and I also know how difficult and how expensive that is. But just know that you have a huge fan base over here, and that we're ready, we're waiting, and I can't wait.
Oh, we can't wait either, to be honest. Like, it's one, I think it's my top one country at the moment that I really, really want to go and play.
Yeah. Well,
Really.
if you do, I hope you come. I'm in North Carolina, just FYI.
Okay, okay. I'll put that one on the first of the list then. That will
Yes,
be the first
please.
one on the list.
So, who or what inspired you personally to become a musician?
Ah, I would have to say Avril Lavigne, without a
Hmm.
doubt. I still remember the first time I heard her Complicated song. And I was in a shop trying clothes on. I was a kid, but I still remember that moment. It was on TV, and I thought, what is this? And I had the same thing with In the Shadows by the Rasmus. It was
Yes.
those times that, oh my God, what is this? And Tokyo Hotel is, oh, this is what I need to do. And I think Avril Lavigne was my number one for many, many, many years. So I'd have to say her 100%.
Yeah, she definitely inspired a huge part of our generation to do what they're
Oh,
doing, and now you're in that position of inspiring women all around to do the same thing, and
yeah.
to think that they can do that, and I think it's wonderful.
It's amazing. It really is. And for example, this weekend we played, and there were loads of little girls actually at the shows, and it's amazing. It's so great to see little kids coming to our shows, and girls just running to hug me after the shows. Like, oh my God, it is amazing. It's a great feeling. Yeah.
I can only imagine. I have not 1 ounce of musical talent at all. Like, don't ask me to sing because I sound like, we're both cat ladies. You know what a cat sounds like when they're wailing. That's me. So
Brilliant.
these 3 shows that you guys just had in Spain, how were they? Because I saw your Instagram post of the latest one in Madrid, and like that crowd looked insane.
Oh, it was. I think that has to be one of the craziest shows we've ever done. We started with Barcelona on Friday, which was crazy. It was the biggest show we've ever done in Barcelona. Being our hometown, it's a great feeling. But then the day after, Madrid, I mean, it really was crazy. We had people from the audience coming on stage, crowd surfing, loads of mosh pits, people shouting. It was, I think, the craziest show we've ever done, ever, anywhere in the world. So we're very, very, very happy. And the last time we had played in Madrid and in Barcelona in a venue was 5 years ago. So it's been too long. And now I can't wait to go back and play in Madrid again, and Barcelona, of course.
Because I saw the photograph, because obviously bands now with technology and social media post, they like to take photos at the end of their set, and like you're literally in the crowd like this, and people are like hanging onto you. I was like, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it was great fun, I must say. It was great fun. It was crazy.
So you have a jam-packed spring coming up with touring of various EU countries. How do you mentally prepare for touring?
I mean, I love touring. I don't feel like I really need to get ready for it. I feel like it's what I love doing. Obviously, after a tour, I love coming home and staying home. And I mean, David and I, we live together. When we're not touring, we're not playing, we're always home. We don't go out. And if we ever go out, it's to buy manga or anime or figures. But otherwise, we're always home watching movies or reading, whatever, listening to music. So we love being on tour when we're not home, obviously. Obviously, the thing I would say I need to get ready for is that preparing my voice, obviously. But mentally, nah, I'm ready for it. Whenever, all the time.
Just ready to get out there, and because obviously now we've almost got the full set of these chapters, and then you've got your back catalogue as well, and you can finally, well, not finally, but now you can sing these and put them out into the world. And I am so curious how you're gonna wrap up these chapters. Like, I'm trying to think, what can they do for the last one? Like, no spoilers, but I can't wait.
Well, there's not long to go. Not long to go. I think if everything works out, we will release it in about, well, less than 2 months now. Less than 2 months. I'll say
I can't wait.
I'm not going to tell you how the story ends, though.
No, I want to be there in that moment, because that's what I like to do with a lot of my reactions is just, I don't research the band. I don't want to know what genre they are. I take the name and the song title and I go in 100% blind, because if somebody gives me the genre, then I have a sort of idea.
Yeah.
But if I don't, and I just go in, and then it's like, especially with you guys, because you do add so many different elements of different genres from everywhere, and it's like, are we gonna get heavy Jessie? Are we gonna get clean Jessie? Are we gonna get this? Exactly, and I can't wait.
Not long to go then. We'll be waiting for your reaction as well.
Yes. As soon as it drops, that'll be me doing it. I try and, especially with your band, I like, as soon as I see it's dropped, I'm like, oh, I need to film that. I need to get that out, because of how interactive you guys are with, because I like to see your comments as well and see how you feel.
That's great. It's great. We really love your videos. Well, I told you already. Even my family, all our friends, we all watch your videos.
So are you going to be compiling these chapters into an EP, or are you having like an album with other songs on it?
Yeah, we're going to be releasing, we'll call mini albums. We're not going to call them EPs. We're going to call them mini albums. That's something Korean bands do a lot, K-pop bands. They release mini albums. And they release so many mini albums. It's crazy. Like, you get maybe 3 mini albums a year. So we thought of doing the same thing, releasing mini albums, and we're going to put all the chapters together. So that will be available very soon, actually.
Awesome.
Very, very soon. And then we'll move on to the next one, which will be out very soon as well.
It's all go, go, go.
Yeah, it is. Because we have a crazy year ahead.
Yeah. So I'm not going to keep you any longer because I know, as you said, you had this busy weekend and I know you want to relax before, of course, you're going to London on the 15th, which is in just a couple of days. So do you have any last words for anybody watching this interview or for new fans just discovering you now?
Just thank you. Like, if you listen to us, if you listen to our music, thank you for doing it. If you're new, go and listen to our music. Go and watch Tauri's reactions to our music. They're amazing. They make the music even more fun. And thank you for watching, and thank you for supporting what we do.
Yeah, of course, everybody, I will leave Ankor's links all down in the description so you can find them and support them. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow them on Instagram, and of course, I'll leave Jessie's info down below as well. Thank you so much, Jessie, for taking the time out. Love the new hair. It looks amazing on you.
Thank you. You're the first person to see it.
I am. I feel very privileged right now.
Thank you, Tauri, so much for having me. It was great talking to you.
It was lovely talking to you too. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to become a Taurian. Speaking of becoming a Taurian, all of my social media links and my Discord link are down in the description. We'd absolutely love to have you come hang out in the Discord community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.